Hello and welcome to this book review for CJ Sansom's Dissolution. I'm sorry about the eye, I'm recovering from infection. It's been a while since I did a few of these because I've been moving country. So, it's taking me some time to get used to everything, but I'm back. I've been reading a lot of books in the meantime, hoping I can do a few of these. All right, so CJ Sansom's Dissolution, what is this? This is a murder mystery set in the 1500s. And it's a murder that happens in a monastery, so it's a lot of like priesthood and stuff going there. And our lead investigator is a guy called Matthew Shardlake, and that is going to be one of the good stuff about the book. I don't know why it took me so long to say good stuff. Is that the character Matthew is very fascinating, and he is the point of view character. A lot of these murder mysteries, if you read a lot of Sherlock Holmes or Poirot or Miss Marple or others, you don't see the main guy's thinking. You always follow the idiot sidekick, which is usually just the camera that has some thoughts. But here, no, we see Shardlake's thinking. Oh my God, it's going all blurry. And we see how Shardlake thinks himself. And he's also an interesting person besides just being an investigator, because he is a hunchback lawyer back then when, people's thinking was like based on your appearance and things like that. So he's very human. He has things that he likes, he makes wrong judgment, he misses a clue and then finds out later, like he has wrong ideas sometimes. He's not perfect. And that makes me like him a lot. Like he even has a bit of a temper at some point in the books, which all serves to make him just a better character. And I really enjoyed the character of Shardlake himself. And I like the overall story idea and the mystery and things like that. It does a very good job. It's not too long, by the way. You guys can see it. It's not like a very long book. I think it's close to 450 pages, which is longer than most mystery books I've read. Again, more like Sherlock Holmes, if you read it, a lot of them are like 30 pages. And then he's got a few that are long. Poirot is like 250, but this is quite thick compared for murder mystery. This is a thick boy. And it's good though, because he doesn't make mistakes where it's like, oh, there's 17 characters and all of them have a motive. It's like, no, there's like, at best, I think there's like 4 or 5 suspects at any point in the book. And that's really good that he makes them all like each one has a character. They all they all have their own ambitions. And it's also not one mystery and that's it for the rest of the book where we're solving it. There's events that happen which always makes you feel like you want to turn the page. You're like, oh my God, what? This person died? What's going to happen next? Oh, there's blood in this place. So it's very nice, because sometimes I think these mysteries give you like one mystery and that's it. And no, this is like, there's a lot going on. You go in, some events happen before we go, and some events happen as we are experiencing. So I thought that was really nice. There is a bit of romance. I don't know if people will see that as a positive or a negative. It's there, it's minor, but it is a part of the story. I kind of thought it was all right. I was like, yeah, it's cool. And it is, last good point is that this is a self-contained book, which means that this is firstly book 1, which means you can read the whole thing. You like it, good, it's done. You don't have to read anymore if you don't. If you don't, there are more books, and there are some threads here that will tie into the future books. But you don't have to read them. Like if you're like thinking, oh, I hate series, I just want to read one mystery, you can read this and you'll get all the answers you want. And if you love it, which I did, you can continue reading the rest of them, which I guess you guys know that I like it. That doesn't mean that it's all perfect. Now, there are some things that I think are mixed. These are things that I don't think negative or positive, but things that some might find appealing, some might not. Firstly, this is set in a monastery. So there's quite a lot of talk about religion and faith, especially back then. And it's not depicted in the best light. Like if you are like hardcore conservative, you might think like, oh man, this book, it doesn't showcase Christians in the best way. You'd be fair to say that. Me personally, I see that in every faith there are people who misuse it, and there are some people like that in this book, and that's really all I see it as. I don't think that depicts a religion anyway, but that's my thinking. Another thing is that this is, as we mentioned, 1500s and in a church. So there's not a lot of modern thinking here. And one particular point which I will state now is that there is some discussion in the books about same-sex relationships. And it's very negatively depicted here. But again, I don't see that as the author saying this is bad. I see it as this is what people were thinking at the time, particularly in this setting. So some people might feel like this is like, yo, this is not right. I don't like it. And that's fair. But for me, again, I just see it as this is how people were thinking. And it would be weirder if people weren't thinking that way. If people were like, yes, we're open. I'm like, really? At the church? This age? You guys are open to this? I'm like, yeah, it's all good. No, this book is realistic, in my opinion, of how it depicts it at the time. And that's really the only thing I can put against the book. I don't even put it as negative. I just know some people might not like it, and it's a fair point for you guys. But overall, I loved this book. I thought it was fantastic. I love the character of Matthew Shardlake. I love the mystery. I love that you can read it. Like, I read this in 2-3 days or something like that. I can barely put it down. It's fantastic. I would have read it faster if I had more time. So I highly recommend it. I like to score books and be like, who is this for? Who's this for? I think anyone can read this. There's no magic or things like that. I think anyone could really enjoy this and read this. I think it's easy to follow. I think he just does an absolutely fantastic job with it. Dissolution, a great book. So just go and read it. It's a 10 out of 10 book, honestly. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'm glad to be doing this again. Hope to see you soon for a bit more reviews about CJ Sansom's novels. I'll see you guys around.